Allie from Equilibrium Pittsburgh Movement Studio. I've been teaching a class at my studio for a while, and it's called EmbodiPilates. And I use lots of different things, some somatic exercises. I will use developmental sequencing, some embryological education. So it's just a different way to work. I work with different body systems. And this exercise is from a class called Yield and Push and Reach and Pull. So a yield and push is our relationship to the ground, to gravity, to earth. And the reach and pull is our relationship to space, anti-gravity. And when we use those relationships and find balance in them, our movement becomes a lot more easeful. At least that's how I feel about it. So you can try this and see how you like it. So I have a Stott reformer. I have one blue spring, so it's like a half spring. And I'm sitting far enough forward that I have at least the width of a hand back there, if not maybe a hand and a half. So that as you're rolling down, your back body can pick up the support of that carriage. It just helps it release and widen. So we're gonna take our left strap, and I'm actually gonna hold it in my right hand. So I'm gonna slide through and I'm gonna hold the rope. This crosses the rope over my body, and it makes it a little bit more challenging to stay centered. So as I'm doing this, I'm really organizing myself around my midline, around my center. So I just reach the arms forward. What is going to initiate this movement is actually my tail. So our spines flow with fluidity. No matter what we're doing, there should be an energetic flow, up and down, always. So the spine is going to initiate this movement, and the tail is going to take me down, and the spine's going to follow. I'm finding that carriage. How low you go is completely up to you. We're all going to be a little bit different. You want to feel like you're open through the front of the hips, and that the spine, again, is in this flowing curve. Then to return back up, I'm going to be reaching, not only through my head, but my arms are going to support. My tail is still reaching forwards. So it's like I'm creating this U shape of energy. I'm going to roll down again. Tail leads. It's like it's on a little conveyor belt. So the hips can open and relax. And then I reach forwards. So much reaching. And I'm rooted through my sits bones. I'm rooted through the backs of my legs. Now this next time we're going to pause, and we're going to add a little rotation. I'm supinating this hand, and that is going to travel through my center, and this arm is going to reach, and I'm going to return. So I'm going to pull, and I'm going to reach, and return. Let's do two more of those. Pull, reach, and return. Spine is still soft and flowing. My back is wide, and my front body is just relaxing into my back body, kind of like a hammock. Doesn't mean things aren't working, but they're working as much as they should. Now I'm going to pause here, and I'm going to lift this arm. Now this hand is going to reach, and my sits bones are going to root, and here I go. I'm going to push through those sits bones and reach through this hand, and then I'm just going to take a nice forward bend, and then roll back up, sit nice and tall, and that hand can go up. So now I'm going to hinge back, and when I hinge, I'm going to have the support of my sits bones really rooting down, and that's the push. So I'm not collapsing, but I'm also not popped up off of my reformer. I'm feeling like I'm kind of one with it, and then I'm going to hinge. So I feel the root, I feel the push of the sits bones and the reach of the hand. And breath is a beautiful place to feel front and back body. So I inhale, front and back body, they move away from each other. Exhale, they come towards each other. Now my tail's going to initiate again. It's gonna go like a little stream like a little wave, very fluid, down, and then to come back up, I'm gonna reach. I'm gonna root those sits bones, push away from that carriage, and lift. And then I can do it one more time. I'm gonna hinge. Find the balance of my front and back body. It's very easy when we hinge to either pop forward or collapse. So we find the center. And then the tail, it's going to lead, it's gonna curve. It's like it's on a little conveyor belt. And this hand, it's active, it's reaching into space. Space is just as real as the ground, it can support us. And then I'm going to find this hand and it's going to reach. It's like having a little tow rope up to heaven. Lifting up, sitting nice and tall, and then just a nice forward bend, just to let things relax. And then we roll up. And then we can do all of this on the other side. So you would just switch. You put your left leg on top, you would grab your right strap, you would put your hand through, and here we are to start this all over again. So I think this is just a fun way to approach an exercise. It has a very different feel to it. So I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.